So yeah, I think they did a great job of keeping us abreast. Obviously, that's way above my pay scale, that decision. But I did tell Rick Hart at SMU after it happened, hey, I was the one that got that done. And so he definitely owes me maybe an enchilada dinner and a corn dog from the state fair. So.
Coach, what kind of adjustments do you guys make in the offseason to kind of prepare for the upcoming season to take a step forward and then also account for all the new transfers and the freshmen coming in?
Yeah, I think we're pretty consistent with what we do. We try to recruit to our system. Again, it's different. A year ago, we didn't have freshmen, so this year it does make you go back and maybe reteach things, which I think is good for the veterans too. To hear those things again. And just have that energy, and I'm excited about it. It kind of rejuvenates you having young people again. So I'm excited about the core we have returning, but then also the new faces that we feel like can step in and give us a different dimension.
See leadership in the group that you retained, the kids that came back?
Yeah, I think the veterans are doing a great job of trying to serve as almost like assistant coaches on the floor, pulling the freshmen along, making sure they learn the ropes, so to speak. So I do think we've got good veteran leadership that, unselfish and get the idea of the better we can help those freshmen grow up, the better we're going to be.
What are the expectations going into the season? Do you talk about things like conference titles or anything?
Yeah, I think at NC State that's always your expectation. We want to, try to compete for an ACC championship, and then, hopefully have a high enough ranking and position in the conference that you have an opportunity to host the first and second round of the tournament, and hopefully getting better every day, every week, so that by the end of the year you're playing your best and have a chance to make a deep run. Yeah, it's no doubt made a big difference. When now you're talking about you can have a 23-year-old playing against 18-year-olds or 24-year-olds. Heck, I think, we got Mimi Collins. I think she's drawing, NIL, cost of attendance, and maybe Social Security also. So yeah, it's crazy. Some of them have been around as long as I have.
Do you think it's impacted the way you or other coaches that you see? Does it impact the way that you look at recruiting? Like maybe
No doubt.
go to the portal versus high school?
No doubt. I think what you do, you still want to go after the players, the elite high school players. I think the difference now is where in the past you maybe had to take your second or third choice if you lost out on your top choice. Now you have to weigh, do I really want to go ahead and take this player, or do I want to wait on the portal and be able to get a veteran with experience? So, it's you got to really have to think about, do you really want to sign this player to help with your depth, or do you want to wait and hopefully get a home run in the portal?
So you went to the portal to get Lizzie, WAC Defensive Player of the Year. How much of that is what's going to happen? You guys have a hole, or somebody else in this league has a hole, you go down and you find someone from...
No doubt. I think that's where the portal helps you fill a gap, and with some experience, I think probably the junior college route has in the past been that. I'm sure it's impacting junior college recruiting. But yeah, in our case, we felt like we needed more size and depth at that position. And, Lizzie, as you mentioned, someone that gives you that length. I think her offense is getting a lot better. So that, and then, with us, KP, getting her from Sacramento State, great three-point shooter, over 40%, and we wanted that at our fourth position. So, I think you go in the portal looking for a specific need.
Do you expect freshmen to contribute this year?
They're going to have to, no doubt. I think we're excited about them. I think they all are going to be really good players. How fast can they grow up and be able to handle the transition? Let's face it, y'all, that's a big jump from high school basketball to playing, Power 5, elite level. So that's going to be the question. Can they step in and handle that transition? But, I'm confident that they can. The question is, how quickly can we get that done?
Wes, you just said, can they handle the transition? Especially in a league where some years you may have 5 of the top 8 scorers leave. Maybe it's a little bit down. This year I think it's 12 of the top 15 scorers are back. 8 of the top 10, 8 of the 10 first teamers are back.
Thanks.
It's not just, but it's not just the
Thanks
top
for
tier.
just keep going there.
I do.
Okay.
You've known me long enough to know I'll keep doing
No, I know the league is at a great spot right now. I mean, probably as deep with talent as definitely I've ever seen it. So that's the challenge, because now, let's face it, when a kid goes in the portal, they're going to look at ACC schools. You know, I mean, it's a great conference. So consequently, these teams, you know, they already have great talent, and now they're able to, you know, spice it up with another piece or two. And so, yeah, and like I said, we're excited about our freshmen, but they're 18 years old. Some of them aren't even 18 yet, probably, and now you're going against 23, 24-year-olds. So that's scary.
Does that make you more hesitant or give a shorter leash, so to speak, with a kid when maybe normally when you look at what's back and the amount of talent back, that makes it a little bit of a, you can't live with as many youthful mistakes maybe because of the level that's out there?
Yeah, I mean, I think in our case, though, you know, we had a lot of seniors a year ago, so now we're going to have to, you know, we didn't get quite the same depth out of the portal we did a year ago. So I think our freshmen are going to have to play. And again, I'm excited about them. I mean, it was top 10 recruiting class. They all bring different things to the table, but we'll see how quick. You know, we're not going to know that probably until we step out there on opening night, and then, yeah, like I said, it's going to be how quick can they adjust.
Would you put the ball in the hands of Zoe Brooks and she's your starting point guard, or is she going to have to do something to show you that?
Yeah, again, I'm not as worried about who's starting. You know, I think she's definitely one of our top players. But heck, the last 3 years, we've had the ACC Sixth Player of the Year come from NC State. So I do like having some punch coming in off the bench to kind of give you a little momentum lift. So, you know, I don't worry about who's starting as much as they do. I can promise you, I worry about who's finishing the game. That's what counts.
Will this freeze Sanaya up to be Sanaya a little bit?
Well, I hope so. And I think, you know, you can play her at point. You can play her on the wing. And I think Zoe's the same way. You can play her at both spots. You know, you don't necessarily have to be the point guard to be the one setting teammates up and distributing the ball. I think Zoe's got great court vision. She's unselfish. So she's definitely capable of putting the ball in her hands. But, you know, Sanaya is a special athlete, you know, so I guess it's a good problem to have.
Speaking to you, both of those two in the area, you both played at Home Michael this year. It was the first sellout crowd for them there since 2015.
Because of our great fans that were there. You know, we travel. And so I do think, you know, but again, there's no doubt. Our area, the teams in our area are definitely getting better and are some of the top teams in the country. And so there's a great excitement in our, you know, in the Triangle area. And so it makes it fun. But I do like the fact that when we go on the road to one of those places, I remember one year we took like 14 or 15 bus loads of fans to Duke. And people ask me, how did you pull that off? Hey, we got fans that are excited about women's basketball at NC State.